Let's see if you can hear from there. Because Kosher Catfish done changed the advanced settings. Now I'm out here in the damp and humidity. Struggling to breathe through all the rat poo-poo and stuff I got into in the barn the other day. Anyway, that ain't what we're here to talk to you about. We're here to talk to you about turnabout. Turn around. Get your fair play on. And I think that's what we got here. Oh, 31, yes. 32, who are you? Which is the right, which is the left? I got to do me a left injection. Oh, shit, I got too much. Jen, oh, that's bad when you do that. It's hard to keep the mole functioning. Because if it ain't functioning, then it ain't functioning. Anyway, to turnabout's fair play. Seems like history. It's sort of like the blind woman. The one that can't see the justice is just us. It's just what is we is us. And they just got to go gurgling their eyes because they just see what they want to see. Hey. I'll try to push it over that way. Anyway, turnabout is fair play. Historically, if you do not remember, the boy and the girl had their own things that they did. It was not considered particularly sexist. It was just the way things was operating back at the time. Then, all at once, back in the 60s and 70s, something different happened. And it was like, there's competition. Competition is where it all begins. The bumping the lizard man. You know who the lizard is. I done tried to tell you. I'll tell you 3 times now. I'm really going to get paid. Anyway, it started in the competition. The shaitan is the spirit of the competition. It's a cult. Look at politics. Look at almost anything. Would you please not bother her, sweetheart? She's over there with the wooden chicken and the man with the black eyes and the green hair, and she wants to get up here and harass Martha Ray. Because these cats harasses each other, and don't do it black and white cat. You know what the black and white ones do? It's like the checkered floor. Anyway, Kosher Catfish was just talking about, hell, I've been hearing all this stuff, and I told a little half. You know, I'm going to throw something at you, cat. Do not do that. I had to left hand CLT at her, and that stops everything. It causes the apotheum. It causes reality to skew. And then wherever else. But what it was, what is fairness? What is competition? What is war? Well, it seemed like to me somehow. If war is just a full-out scale practice of the fairness and competition. That's what it just turns into. It just has larger one-eye outcomes. Now, Kosher Catfish realized since I was a little boy, somewhat, twist it up little boy somehow, but there's a boy in the same, which meant I like to get out and kill shit and do all kind of stuff, run up and down and holler and scream and attack trees and eat fish and whatever the hell the boys, because they's made out of puppy dog tails and snails, and we know how slimy the snails are. And I know how the little girls, they's made out of cinnamons and spices. Everything that you want to... no, it was not the smell. You smell it. It was not some 1970s thing. It was, you like to smell the spices, so you like to, it smells nice. Kosher Catfish, your olfactory is one of the largest organs that you got going in your brain space. Like your hands and your eyes. Your olfactory is a very large organ, and it likes to smell, and it... Don't do it again, cat. I'm throwing my... Stop it! Bell. Anyway, the bell cat. The bellwether. What we had was... There was just some differences, and people was not in the competition. Using competition is to do what it was you was doing. Who is you was going to do, and such as that. That's human, organic competition. But then we come up with stuff that did not exist for long periods of time back in history. And we come up with new ways to spread competition. It's called taxation. Non-abomination. Once you get this and here, that was doing all the taxing. that it was getting things is what it was. It was doing what it was, and you was having children, and it was growing up, and things was happening. As they should. And then all at once, for some reason, it got upset, and they figured, this is what Kosher Catfish understood a long time ago, and finally heard somebody say it. Hell, they figured you get both of them out there behind the mule, then this sucker will be paying twice taxes. And you see what has happened since that. The corruption has, well, this is a non-linear corruption because it's to the power of two. Who. And that's where we go. And where's Kosher Catfish trying to take you? Well, what I was trying to get to is there was a time when the dangle did what the dangle did, and the dent did what the dent did, and we met somewhere, and something happened, and another dangle, the dent popped out, and it did what it did, and you would make everything happen, and take care of things, and love things, and have a heart of flesh, and grow, and have memories, real memories, not memorex, hex. It was, remember, hex. The ones that zero don't put a hex on you, sucker. Anyway, we get back, what would 613, yes, we must do that. Nah, the number that returns to itself eats its own tail. We know who you are, people. But the subject of the matter is the competition. The competition. Now, at one time, back here, you can go look up the news stories, and you're going to find out there's little girls wanting to go out and play football with the boys. There's little girls that want to be weightlifters with the boys. There's the Cubs and the Scouts. What the hell happened to the Cubs and the Scouts? Well, they was disbanded because you can't have a bunch of girls up in something, the dent. I can't say the girls. The dent, you can't not have the dent up in there. Dealing with stuff that the dangles do. It don't work. So, now you know where that went. So I guess what we got here is just a little payback. I don't like it. And what Kosher Catfish said, in my mind, cause if I had me little girl and I had some dangle out there doing this kind of stuff, I don't want to deal with the dangle. I love my baby. The girl is the womb. The girl is the one that produces. She's the one that has the love, the kindness. Well, at one time that was the case. Now it's just she wants to get out there and go shoot other people just like the men do. In fact, she can do it before it even comes out. So what have we done to ourselves? Competition. I think turnabout's fair play. I'm sorry. I did not think that way till about an hour and a half ago. Because I just don't think about revenge. I'm not a vengeful person. I do not believe in revenge. Revenge is bad. You cannot have a heart of flesh and be vengeful. Even when people you over. Somehow, unless they just, you do it, and it's your fault, you just let them keep doing it. But they do it once or twice, you finally realize, you know what, they're not going to be fair. You dust your shoes off, or dust their shoes off, and write them off. And that's the way life used to be. But now, somehow, we feel like we have got to go fix everything. When some shit just needs to go by the wayside. But my concern is, we're going to all jump on this here pendulum. And we're going to swing it up there, and we're going to swing it over there, and we're going to swing it back there. And at some point, if you watch the movie, the pendulum just keeps getting lower. And at some point, people's not going to get cut in half. And that's where it's going. The whole of humanity. See, I tell you, this Charlie Phil thing got more sense than me. Because, you know, you're not supposed to be talking this way. Because nobody wants to hear it. Because they're not in the spirit. Another pussycat just came in here. Anyway, that's all I had to say. It's horrible. It's horrible. The dangle should not be... Back in the day, somebody please go watch the Fire Show where you make the knives and stuff. My favorite show is the knife making. Because instead of having science career and stuff I'd probably just been an old forger. Well, not that kind of forger. You know, hammer and beating shit. And making tools of war. Or horseshoes or whatever I needed to. Is a skill. It's a skill that could kill. Anyway, what Kosher Catfish is trying to say is, at some point, leave each other alone. Stop this. This is foolishness. It's wrong for both sides. But you got to realize, Dent, you do something, at some point, the dangle going to fight back. It's going to be more stupider than what you can do. And that's where we at. We got to forgive. We got to have a heart of flesh. And what I was going to tell you about that Forest in the Fire show was when them men lose, they go off and they have good attitudes. I would tell people, even if you don't like the masculinity, the toxicity of forging a knife or a sword, at least look at the concept of good sportsmanship. We have lost the concept of good sportsmanship. And if you was a good sport, there's some things you just would not get involved in. If you had any respect for yourself at all, how in the hell you gonna go kicking on the dent? Now, Kosher Catfish did the martial arts and stuff, and that came in one day. The dent was there, and here I am a dangle, and I did all that kind of stuff, and I like it. And they say, "You gonna spar against this here?" And I'm like, "No." So I let her kick my ass for about 2 rounds, and I finally realized she's gonna hurt me. And the Joe Biden say, "You better get on it, dog, because she's gonna hurt you." Well, it wasn't but just a couple of seconds, and they had to pick up off the floor. Horrible, horrible. I did not want to do it, but you know what? Screw it. 11:18. Be part of the scene. Stop this here stuff. Bump that lizard, and go out and make it a good day. Love somebody. Scratch up the ground. Have a real life. Turn the hell off of the ones and zeros. And think some of your own thoughts. Kosher Catfish out. I pray for you people. We got this at the border and all this stuff here. I pray for people. Because people end up being people snacks. And I want to see a nation of snacking people. Not the people with snacks. Kosher Catfish out here. Praise it, Yah. I love you people. I got to get busy. I can only do this a certain amount of time in the day. Otherwise, it interferes with my life. Praise y'all. I love y'all. I'm out of here. Pussycats out.